There are now 4 countries who have safely and softly landed on the moon.
In our universe's endless dark expanse, a silent battle for lunar supremacy has raged on for decades. In one corner, the giants of remote exploration, NASA, and its secrets are hidden deep within the moon's desolate surface. And in the other, a nation rising to challenge the established order, India, and its relentless pursuit of lunar truth. What secrets lie beneath the moon's surface that NASA has been guarding so fiercely? Could India's Chandrian-3 mission be the key to unraveling the mysteries that have eluded us for decades? Join us on this journey of Chandrian-3, the audacious mission that threatens to expose what NASA has kept hidden for far too long. Chandrian-3 marks India's triumphant third lunar voyage, boldly venturing towards the mysterious south pole of the moon. This audacious mission is a vital chapter in India's awe-inspiring space odyssey, which embarked on its amusing journey back in 1962 with the launch of a humble rocket from the pleasant fishing village of Thumba. Since those modest beginnings, India has extended its divine wings, sending an impressive convoy of satellites, rockets, and scientific probes into the universe. Today, it stands tall as a prominent spacefaring nation on the global stage. Chandrayaan-1, India's maiden lunar attempt, took its historic leap in 2008. It gracefully danced around the moon for nearly a full year, beaming back a treasure collection of invaluable data and an alluring lunar view. But its mission held a curious curve. It carried a plucky lunar explorer known as the Moon Impact Probe. This intrepid explorer's destiny was to deliberately dive into the mysterious South Pole region, and in its final moments, it made a groundbreaking discovery: the tantalizing presence of water molecules in the lunar atmosphere, sparking a wave of excitement and scientific wonder. In 2019, India embarked on its second lunar adventure, known as Chandrayaan-2. This remarkable mission comprised 3 vital components: an orbiter, a lander named Vikram, and a rover affectionately called Prigyan. The orbiter, an enduring lookout, continues to gracefully encircle our uncanny moon. Armed with a cutting-edge high-resolution camera, it provides us with a new lunar view. Chandrayaan-2's lander and rover had a heart-wrenching encounter with fate. Their intended destination was the South Pole, but destiny had other plans. During their dramatic descent, the Earth lost contact with them, and they met a fateful end on the lunar surface. But India refused to let go of its lunar aspirations. From the ashes of Chandrayaan-2 arose Chandrayaan-3, a rebirth, if you will. This mission essentially mirrors its predecessor, boasting the same lander and rover design. However, it carries crucial improvements and changes, ensuring that India's dream of touching down at the South Pole of the moon remains alive and well. On July 15, 2023, India's Satish Dhawan Space Center proudly sent forth Chandrayaan-3, embarking on an extraordinary lunar journey. It wasn't a quick dash to the moon, though. It took a month of graceful gliding through the universe's void before Chandrayaan-3 reached the moon's welcoming embrace. Once cuddled in the moon's orbit, the spacecraft got busy executing a complex ballet of movement. These elegant dances, prepared with precision, pulled its path and altitude, setting the stage for its grand finale on August 20, 2023. This final descent was a daring plunge toward the weird South Pole, a place untouched by any other spacecraft. The mission was not easy, though. It was an exciting ride through the universe. Picture this: a communication delay of 3 agonizing seconds between Earth and the moon. That meant Chandrayaan-3 had to be a lone wolf, relying solely on its onboard computer and sensors to pilot its way, navigating the unreliable divine seas. There was no roadmap to the landing site. It was uncharted territory. Chandrayaan-3 had to change into a lunar cartographer, using its trusty camera and radar to unveil the moon's landscape and sidestep dangerous obstacles like jagged rocks and yawning craters. And as if that weren't enough, the South Pole region was a light-deprived landscape, bathed in constant sunset. Chandrayaan-3 had to flex its solar muscles, harnessing its batteries and solar panels to keep its instruments sounding. Chandrayaan-3 opposed the universe's challenges and touched down near the South Pole on that fateful August 20, 2023, etching its name in the annals of lunar exploration. After safely landing on the lunar far side, the spacecraft swiftly transmitted its inaugural snapshot of this remote territory. Soon thereafter, it gracefully released its companion, the rover named Pragyan, a moniker that embodies wisdom in the ancient Sanskrit language. Pragyan, full of anticipation, embarked on its journey just an hour after disembarking from the lander. With perfect precision, both the lander and the rover initiated their scientific journey upon the lunar landscape. Chandrayaan-3, with its unwavering mission, boasts two primary goals. First, to vividly showcase India's prowess in executing soft lunar landings and adept moon traveling. Second, to delve into the realm of scientific exploration, uncovering the lunar environment's secret and the hidden riches it conceals. To realize these ambitious aspirations, Chandrayaan-3 proudly carries a payload depot comprising 14 specialized instruments, strategically positioned aboard both the lander and the rover. These cutting-edge instruments stand ready to unravel the lunar surface and its subsurface mysteries, diligently measuring variables such as temperature, radiation levels, magnitude activity, mineral composition, and the complex chemistry that sustains the lunar landscape. Aboard the lander, there's a critical payload known as Chastity, which is short for Chandra's Surface Thermophysical Experiment. This remarkable device boasts a slender, rod-like probe capable of delving up to 10 centimeters into the lunar soil, delving deep into the moon's secrets. What sets this mission apart is that it's the first time anyone has dared to conduct such an experiment in the lunar South Pole region, where the temperature ranges wildly, spanning from a chilly 10 degrees to a scorching 60 degrees Celsius, depending on how far down you go. Imagine Chastity's probe like a lunar detective burrowing its way into the moon's surface, taking the temperature at various depths. This probe isn't just taking a simple temperature reading. It's painting a portrait of the moon's thermal landscape, revealing the hidden secrets of its underground world. But why is this data so crucial? Well, it's all about uncovering the moon's hidden treasures. By analyzing the information gathered by Chastity, scientists can make educated guesses about the depth at which water ice lies buried beneath the lunar soil. This isn't just any ice, it's the key to sustaining future lunar explorations and development. Chastity is helping us uncover the moon's treasure map, revealing where and how much of this precious resource is waiting to be harnessed for our future endeavors beyond our own planet's confines. On board the lander, there's a crucial payload known as the Lunar Retro-Reflector Array, LRA. This smart device doesn't just sound impressive, it's actually quite fascinating. Picture this. It boasts a set of 8 mirrors, each with the remarkable ability to bounce laser beams back toward Earth or other spacecraft. This high-tech mirror array isn't just for show, it serves some pretty remarkable purposes. One of its standout functions is its incredible precision in measuring the distance between Earth and the Moon. It does this with such pinpoint accuracy that it can help scientists test Einstein's famous theory of general relativity. But that's not all. The LRA isn't just about lasers and measuring distances. This multi-talented device can also listen in on the Moon's far side. It's like having lunar ears on the quiet side of our divine neighbor. By detecting low-frequency radio signals from that uncanny lunar landscape, it offers clues about the Moon's origins and its evolutionary journey through space and time. There's more to this lunar mission. The rover Pragyan, on its search for lunar discoveries, carries some pretty interesting gadgets of its own. One standout instrument in its depot is the Alpha Particle X-ray Spectrometer, APXS. This remarkable device gets up close and personal with lunar rocks and soil. It doesn't just stare at them, it bombards them with alpha particles and X-rays. This scientific onslaught reveals the chemical composition of the Moon's surface materials. Think of it as a universe CSI tool for identifying the minerals and elements scattered across the lunar landscape. It's not just about figuring out what's there. It's about unraveling how these lunar wonders formed and spread out. On the rover, another tool is known as LIBS, which is short for Laser-Induced Breakdown Spectroscopy. It's like a lunar science wizard. LIBS wields a mighty laser beam that hits a bit of lunar stuff, turning it into a smoky riddle. Then, it takes out its trusty spectrometer, like a lunar detective, to dissect the smoky secrets. With LIBS, we're on a search to unveil the secrets of the Moon's elements. We want to know how much of this and that is hanging around on the lunar surface, and how it compares to our home, Earth. This innovative machine had been carefully tucked away within the spacecraft's protective embrace during the journey. Both the lander and the rover were like treasure chests, brimming with over a dozen scientific instruments waiting to unveil the Moon's secrets. Among them, a powerful laser was poised to analyze the moon's regolith, scrutinizing it for elusive water ice and the delicate veil of gases composing the moon's exosphere. The rover was also equipped with a specialized seismometer, ready to detect even the faintest moonquakes lurking beneath the lunar surface. With bated breath, the Indian Space Agency eagerly confirmed that all systems on both the lander and the rover were performing as expected after the delicate landing. This could only mean one thing. The anticipation of thrilling discoveries was about to be realized. As if on cue, Chandrian 3 sprung to life, transmitting a treasure collection of exclusive data back to Earth almost immediately after the historic landing. The eager anticipation of scientists and space enthusiasts alike was finally rewarded with a universe correlation of information. As the lunar sun began its descent, marking the end of a long day on the moon, the rover, having successfully completed its mission, was carefully put to rest, ready to greet another lunar day with its tireless spirit of exploration. The lander and rover depended on sunlight to charge their batteries, so the country's space agency had a plan to revive them when the next lunar day dawned. The rover, known as Pragyan, had covered an impressive distance of 328 feet from the lander before it went into its slumber. Surprisingly, this journey was quite a remarkable achievement for the six-wheeled rover, considering its gentle pace of just 1 centimeter per second. What makes it even more amazing is that the rover managed to navigate the treacherous landscape of the moon's seldom explored South Pole region, which is riddled with craters. The secret behind this extraordinary feat lies in the rover's ingenious wheel mechanism called the rocker bogie. Unlike traditional wheels, all the wheels of the rover don't move in agreement. Instead, they operate independently, allowing the rover to gracefully maneuver across the lunar surface, ascending and descending as needed to avoid treacherous craters. It's proof of human ingenuity and engineering that enables exploration even in the most challenging environments. Imagine a remarkable scenario unfolding on the lunar surface. Picture a rover not operating independently but under the watchful guidance of a command center located in India. This command center acted as the rover's eyes on the moon, closely monitoring its every move. The only problem in this otherwise seamless operation was a minor delay in the images sent by the rover to the command center. This delay introduced a thrilling element of suspense. Any command dispatched from the control center would only reach the rover when it was just a stone's throw away from potential dangers, adding an edge-of-your-seat dimension to the mission. Now, the treasure trove of discoveries that Chandrian 3 unveiled at the moon's mysterious South Pole. The lander, a marvel of technology, was equipped with a temperature probe featuring a remarkable array of 10 sensors, capable of delving a remarkable 10 centimeters beneath the moon's surface. As the first set of data trickled in from the lunar landscape, it painted a vivid picture of the moon's hidden secrets. It revealed a simple and dramatic contrast in temperatures between the moon's surface and a depth of 4 inches beneath it, leaving scientists and researchers amazed by the tempting secret hiding just beneath the moon's freezing exterior. As the thermometer dipped to a scorching 60 degrees Celsius on the lunar surface, it took a dramatic drop to a bone-chilling 10 degrees Celsius just 3 inches beneath. The moon, a realm of grim temperature extremes, sees its thermometer dancing wildly between a scorching 120 degrees Celsius in the morning and a frigid 130 degrees Celsius when night falls. In the shadowy depths of certain craters, temperatures have even fallen to a staggering 250 degrees Celsius. However, the data gathered by Chandrian 3 has thrown a delightful curve into the universe's temperature story, providing a fresh perspective compared to NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. This lunar search has unveiled a surprising revelation. The moon is not quite as chilly as we once thought. These new insights have led scientists to conclude that the moon's surface isn't the ideal spot for water ice to hang around. Water is a careful guest when it comes to temperature. It prefers to stay chillier than 160 degrees Celsius before it decides to transform into a gas, especially in the vacuum of space. Yet with Chandrian 3's findings suggesting temperatures warmer than 10 degrees Celsius at all depths sampled, the prospect of water ice playing on the moon's surface appears rather slim. However, there's still a glimmer of hope, a secret hidden below the lunar crust. Deep beneath the surface, water ice might still be taking refuge, patiently waiting for discovery amidst the moon's secret. The dramatic swings in temperature on the moon tell us something fascinating about its soil, known as lunar bedrock. This topsoil isn't just any soil, it's a top-notch insulator, similar to what we experience on a scorching day at the beach. Imagine the sand, for instance. It's like a thermal shield. When we dig just a few centimeters down, we'll notice the sand stays pleasantly cooler. This is precisely how lunar bedrock can work its magic, protecting potential water ice hidden beneath from the searing heat on the moon's surface. What's more, if we ever decide to construct lunar colonies, this soil would be a natural guardian, keeping inhabitants comfortable and safe by warding off extreme temperatures and harmful radiation. Chandrian 3 also made an awesome discovery when it identified sulfur on the moon's surface. The rover, equipped with a laser detector, carefully scanned the surface for chemicals and found a diverse array, including aluminum, calcium, iron, chromium, titanium, manganese, and even oxygen. However, the showstopper was sulfur, an element that has been suspected to exist on the moon since the 1970s. What sets this discovery apart is that the rover didn't just find sulfur tucked away in a mineral or as part of a crystal. It located this remarkable element right on the moon's surface itself. This achievement is nothing short of amazing. Sulfur's presence on the moon is a remarkable discovery with great implications. To grasp its significance, consider that this volatile element isn't typically expected on our lunar neighbor. But there's more to this story. Sulfur isn't just a random find. It's a crucial component of molten rock. Scientists have long held the belief that the moon's surface was once submerged in a scorching sea of molten rock before cooling and solidifying into the moon we know today. Discovering sulfur on the lunar surface serves as compelling evidence, moving us closer to confirming this theory. It hints at undoing the secret of how Earth's moon was born, an event that has long escaped our understanding. Moreover, the presence of sulfur also hints at something else: water ice on the moon. This discovery revitalizes hopes for establishing a thriving lunar habitat. Sulfur isn't just an ordinary element. It's a fantastic fertilizer for crops, opening up the possibility of sustainable agriculture beyond Earth. But wait, there's even more to this interesting find. Sulfur's role in lunar exploration may extend further than we can currently divine, paving the way for exciting developments that we've only begun to imagine. Chandrayaan 3 might have struck gold with its latest discovery. The Vikram lander had a nifty gadget on board that could sense the shakes in its own experiments and even those generated by the rover's escapades. This changeable sensor eavesdropped on lunar ground whispers and caught a little shiver that faded away in about 4 seconds. Now, the Indian space wizards think this mini movement could have been caused by a tiny moonquake or maybe even a little fireball bumping into the lunar surface. This electrifying revelation has flung open the doors to a world of fresh possibilities, unleashing researchers to inspect the moon with newfound energy and a treasure collection of hypotheses. When Vikram turned its scientific eye towards the moon's ionosphere, what it discovered was truly attractive. This ethereal layer, roughly 100 kilometers thick and enclosing the lunar surface near the South Pole, appeared to be rather dense and populated by ions and electrons. It was as if this electrically charged plasma were a ghostly veil around the moon. Initial measurements of this secret plasma unveiled a count of around 5 million to 30 million electrons per cubic meter. This number might seem small compared to Earth's own ionosphere, which boasts a heavy 1 million electrons per cubic centimeter, but this revelation carried a silver lining. The moon's ionosphere, with its lower density, held a secret gift for us. It made transmitting radio signals through it a breeze. Imagine for a moment that we were moon dwellers ourselves. Communication with our earthly counterparts would be swift, almost effortless. Our messages would traverse this lunar sea of electrons with minimal resistance thanks to the moon's thinly populated ionosphere. Though the lander had to take a temporary rest after its impressive feats, it marked yet another victory for the Chandrian moon mission. As it closed its electronic eyes for a while, it left us with the promise of smoother communication and the boundless possibilities of interplanetary exchange. In a foreign land, ER embarked on an audacious mission, the HOP experiment. Its task was simple yet groundbreaking: to engage its engines and gracefully leap from its current landing to an entirely new location. The world held its breath in expectation, and to everyone's amazement, the lander soared upward by an impressive 40 centimeters, then gracefully bounced, covering a distance of 30 to 40 centimeters. This experiment's success wasn't just a mere victory, it was the universe's similarity of a loud applause. It demonstrated that this remarkable spacecraft possessed the capacity to not only retrieve lunar samples but also carry humans on future missions. The Chandrian 3 mission unveiled a treasure collection of secrets, leaving us positively happy about the boundless discoveries that await us in the universe. Thanks for watching another episode of Voyager. While you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more quality content.